What's something only kids who grew up poor would understand? In 6th grade, my class was taking a field trip to a big science museum a couple hours away. Everyone was hyped about it. Planetarium shows, real fossils, and one of those hurricane tunnel things where your hair goes wild. The permission slip said it cost $15 for lunch at the museum cafe. That was it, 15 bucks. I knew right away I wasn't going. That night I saw my mom sitting at the kitchen table, counting out quarters and ones from her waitress tips. She was going through bills, circling due dates, trying to figure out what we could keep the lights on with. I didn't even show her the permission slip, just left it in my backpack and told myself I didn't care. Next day, my teacher, Mrs. Wilson, asked why I hadn't turned mine in. I just shrugged and said, "Don't feel like going." She gave me this long look. She didn't press, just nodded and moved on. That afternoon, as the bell rang, she stopped me. "Hey, I need parent volunteers for the trip. If your mom wants to chaperone, her lunch would be covered." I told her the truth. She works doubles. No way she can take off. Mrs. Wilson paused, scribbled something on her clipboard and said, "Okay, thanks for letting me know." The next morning, she handed me a new permission slip. No cost listed, just a note saying, "Lunch handled by the school." She didn't say anything else, just moved on to morning attendance. My mom woke up early the day of the trip and packed me a lunch anyway. 2 pieces of white bread stuck together with peanut butter, a soft apple from the fridge, and a little folded napkin that said, "Love you, scientist. Can't wait to hear what you learn." I took the brown paper bag, shoved it into my backpack, and climbed on the bus like I belonged. Kids were already talking about what they were gonna get at the cafeteria. Nachos, pizza, slushies. I didn't say anything. I had my seat, my lunch, and I was just happy to be going. When lunchtime hit, the class headed to the museum's cafe. I ducked outside to one of the concrete picnic tables near the parking lot, sat down, opened my lunch, and tried to act like I chose this, like I didn't care. Then something weird happened. One kid walked out, then another. Pretty soon, a bunch of my classmates were sitting at the table with me, pulling out their own brown bag lunches, laughing, trading fruit snacks, complaining about their apples. One even had a bologna sandwich and was like, "I think this used to be cold." I laughed with them. Turns out Mrs. Wilson had given everyone the option to bring lunch from home instead of paying for the cafe. Quietly. No announcement. Nobody made a big deal out of it. But suddenly, I wasn't the kid who couldn't afford lunch. I was just part of the group. Years later, I became a teacher. Different school, different town. First week on the job, I saw a kid hesitate when we handed out field trip forms. He asked if it was okay to not go. I saw it in his eyes, the same look I probably had back then. I told him, yeah, totally okay. But the next morning, I handed him a new form. No cost, no questions. And I packed 2 lunches that day. He took the second bag from me like it was nothing. "Ham or peanut butter and jelly?" I asked. He grinned. "PB and J." We went to the aquarium. I saw him press his face to the glass during the jellyfish exhibit, then lean over to show a classmate the stingray touching station like he'd been there before. He laughed, asked questions, even raised his hand during the guided tour.